y'all, welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm Vash. This is Sally. Okay y'all, we're getting shady with the ninjas because it is palette bingo Shady Friday once again. So if you want to see what happens, want to see the look, want to see the shades, on this channel we create beauty one palette at a time. Grab your brushes, grab your palettes, let's get into it. The palette chosen today was Lands of Enchantment by Inslee Rain. Here is the color story. I have already generated the shades. The numbers generated were 16, 8, 24, 17, 13, and 21. I don't know if I'm going to use all 6 shades, but I do have them generated just in case. You know the drill. We're going to switch to black and white. Okay, let's get into this look. Fall is right around the corner, except, you know, Kansas is an all-season state. So we have all the seasons, but we have all the fake seasons as well. So we could have one day that is 103 degrees, and then we could have what we call fake fall, which is, oh, Mother Nature decided it was going to be 68 degrees today. That's frustrating, let me tell you. I am not worried about placement with these eyeshadows. I am just worried about packing it on. These shades are definitely buildable, and wow, that's definitely a dark one. Now I'm going to go into Majestic, and this is shade 17. And I am going to take this all over the crease and right above it. Y'all, the thing about palette bingos that is so awesome is you can pick your palette and you can let a number generator pick the shades. But what's nice about this is that this will get every palette in your collection usage. Like if there is a palette that you haven't used in a long time, use it. Pull it out, do a palette bingo, use it. I mean, even if you're not a creator on YouTube, you could still do a palette bingo at home, especially if you're like undecided, unsure. I don't know what color I want today. I don't know what colors to pick. Do a palette bingo. I'm going to go into Atlantis, which is 21, and I'm going to take this in the crease. And this is like a periwinkle, but I want it just in this crease for some sort of difference or to separate this shade, and it's going to blend super duper well with the 2 shades that we have already laid down. I'm going to take whatever's left over on this brush and I am going to blend this because I don't want any harsh lines, but I do want this blended out some. And I'm moving the shadows, the colors, more towards the brow now that I have that crease shade set. Now I'm going to go into Moon Magic. This is a special shade in this palette. And this is shade 24. And I'm taking this literally down the center. I'm just going to stay right here down the center. I don't know if I'm going to go any further than that. Wow. Y'all, that's super duper pretty. Again, I'm excited because I did literally luck out again with the bingo gods. Thank you so much. And I'm marrying these 2 colors together out here, just to soften this line with that darker shade. This is definitely a darker special shade, but I think it's still going to look pretty. I'm going to go into Lunar Light, and this is shade 16. And I'm going to take this in the inner corner, and I'm laying this down on the inner corner part of the lid. I know I'm probably going to have to go back in with that center shade to marry these 2 colors together. Okay, so now I'm going to take shade 24 and I'm going to just go across this line to try to marry these colors just to soften the harshness. So I'm just going to go back and forth over this line to blend it just like that. Wazzes. Okay, I'm going to go in. I think this side needs a tad bit more of color. That is super pretty. I'm going to go in the lower lash line though with Lost World. And this is definitely a pop of color, but it's like I would say an aqua. It's a bluish green. And I'm just going to take this down here just for a pop of color. And this goes really well with that inner corner shade. Most definitely. And I'm just going to keep piling this on because I can go in and clean this up. And I'll show you how I do that. So make sure that this is good and laid down. I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go over this aqua shade with this last shade. And this is shade 8. And I'm just going to stay out here on this lower lash line. And I'm just going over the top of that aqua shade. But I'm just staying on the outer edge of the eye. Like, I don't even want to go into the, you know, more towards the center either. I just want to stay out here. How I clean this up is I take an empty brush and I just go right underneath that part of the eye. And I do this pretty quickly after I have put the eyeshadow down because I don't want it to quote unquote set or stay or have a lot of fallout. I'm going to take that last shade and I want to go out here on this outer corner right underneath that dark, just for a little bit of interest. It's like, ooh, what's she got going on over there? I'm going to go in with my lip and it's Moonlit Mauve by Unearthly. I super duper love their lippies. The reason why it's so easy to do a lip without a lip liner is because of the shape of the applicator. So here's the front of it, here's the back, but here's what it looks like from the side. So it's super easy to do a lip because it's very, very precise. I'm going to go into this Cover FX blush and I am just going to tap this on out here. And what I do is I literally tap into the shade and then I tap into the brush like super duper heavy. And I do it on the mirror just so you don't go straight into your face, and which I have done tons of times. In fact, I do that more than not, but I'm going to go in and it doesn't make the blush look so heavy per se. Okay, y'all. Let me finish the eyes. Hold on to your butts. Okay, y'all. Here's the finished look. I mean, check out these shades on my lid. I am telling you that when I lucked out, I lucked out. I don't think I could get any better than this. I really, really don't. What do you think? I think this is super cute. Of course, I went in and I put more of my highlighter on, which is the Ofra Glazed Donut. Y'all, this palette, I am so glad I pulled it. It is so pretty. Love this so much. Okay, but I do have to tell you something. So my mascara today, it's like a purple. It's a purplish blue because this is the blue by Sky High, but this is the plum. So this is like the purple. I am glad I picked this up. I'm glad I picked this up. Anywhoosies, I will leave the link to the palette down below. Also, Blink and Beyond Lashes is always linked down below. And y'all, thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to me jibber, jabber, and ramble on in the background. Like, subscribe, share, click that notification bell down there to let you know next time I upload. I hope you guys are having an awesome, amazing day. I hope you guys are staying healthy, safe, happy. Go out and do something kind for somebody. And Sally and I will see you in our next video. Doodles!
You should really go watch the other ladies. The link is down below. Have a good day.